Hey everybody, welcome back. This is another day, and as it is a Sunday, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Cause hey, this day and time has been it's been scary, stressful, and a lot of people can't adapt to having to stay at home during this pandemic. And I'm good with staying at home, but yeah, there's still a level of stress because you're worrying about your loved ones, you're worrying about your own health, especially those with underlying health issues like myself. And like right now for myself, my blood pressure is going up, and I'm trying to stay relaxed, and I have been relaxed for the most part. But when you hear about individuals that that have tested positive for this virus, and you worry. You worry about them and their families. You worry about the last time you came in contact with them. I can at least say I haven't been in contact with a lot of individuals other than when I have to go to the grocery store or pick up my meds, and usually I make sure I keep my distance. But this is this is really stressful. This is really stressful, and trying to stay calm and relax. I'm like, okay, I need to start getting on my treadmill more, just to take off some of that stress. You can't gather with friends. Everybody's, well, hey, one thing coming out good with this is that people are starting to check on one another. People are actually starting to call, even though some may still be texting, but at least they are looking and checking on one another. And I pray that this becomes a norm, because society, we're always on the go. We don't ever think about other people and being in contact with other people. Let me put it to you like this. I have learned, being a person of faith, that our God is a relational God. So he always wants us to stay connected with one another, help one another, treat one another with kindness, with respect, love on one another. But we all tend to get into our own little world, and we forget about that connection to others that we know. We get so wrapped up into what we doing. Even with social media, some get so wrapped up in social media that they always got the phone in front of their face all the time. I'm like, you know interact with somebody physically, in person. Stop interacting with everybody on Facebook. Now, yeah, I will admit I have been on Facebook, Instagram a lot more than I normally am, because right now we're cut off from one another for the most part. Because there are some that's just, they just don't obey the laws of the land, and the rules and guidelines, and they think they're invincible, and it would never, never happen to them. But keep doing what you're doing, keep disobeying and so forth. You're gonna see what happens. But anyway, one thing about being on social media, I'm also on Instagram. You can look me up, African Ms. And concerts. There've been some free live concerts on Instagram. I'm a big Anthony Hamilton fan. Okay, so every Sunday he's got a, what do you call it, Soulful Sunday at I think it's 4 o'clock Central Time, my time. And he's putting on a little concert. I'm just, hey, yeah. He's singing my songs and everything. And I just found out Teddy Riley and Babyface are doing something today, I believe. So, there is some good out there on social media. And hey, check it out. A lot of live concerts are being put on Instagram, okay? But it really helps uplift your spirit during this time. Instead of, some of us can't even afford to go to these concerts when they're in town, but just this little, instant set, half an hour, hey, it's just like being there. Because even if you're at a concert, wherever you are sitting, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be looking at a screen anyway. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but it's true. Think about it. You couldn't afford the seats up front, so you got to be up there, nosebleed section, and you see the person way down there on the stage, but you tend to look up at the screen. There it is. I see you. But for the most part, like I said, I just come on here to kind of promote and give you a little preview of my podcast. And right now I'm up in the air with recording it. I don't know which topic I want to do, but I just recently, last week, released The Art of Seduction. And I know, let me just say this about seduction. It's more than just the human contact. Things we see on TV seducing us into buying something that we don't need, wanting something that we don't need. Seduction is always there in so many different forms. You just have to be careful, level-headed, and don't fall into the trap. Don't fall into it. That's just like the car advertisements. I was thinking about that the other day. You see the brand new cars coming out, and you see it, and it's like, ooh, it looks so good. And it's like, yeah, that's going to be my next car. That's going to be my next car, And you thinking about it, but then you think about, oh, man, I can't even afford it. Some think that way, some don't. They just go out and do. But all of a sudden, you done seen it on TV. Next thing you know, you seeing that car all over the place. And for most of us, we said, that's a sign. That's a sign. It's like, yeah, I need that car. Yeah, that car is supposed to be in my life. And with some of us, we don't care how many bills we got, how much money we don't have. We got to have that car. That's where the seduction had finally grabbed you into wanting something that you really don't need. You really do want, but you can't afford. It's in so many different ways. Same thing with food, clothes, toys for the kids. They're good with the toys for the kids, seducing the kids into wanting something and, begging their parent and so forth. And the same goes, like I said, with the human side, male, female, you see somebody that looks really good to you, and women thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have him, he's gonna be mine, and men are thinking, yeah, that's my wifey right there, but you play these little games, flirting and so forth. That's seduction. And not thinking, what if this person already has, boyfriend, girlfriend, man, woman, or husband or wife? You don't even think about that. You're just looking at the package, the outer. You're just looking at the outer, and the outer is looking real good to you. And the one thing about it is you need to stop and think. You need to investigate, because like my pastor would say, you meeting the representative. The representative ain't going to tell you everything about that person. It doesn't come with, a sheet of do's and don'ts and what they have and what they don't have. Please be careful out there, because a lot of people, like we said with seduction, if you want something and you want it bad enough, you're going to do whatever it takes to get it, whether it's right or wrong. Well, I'm out of here. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to record a podcast episode. I should say podcast episode. I might do a little crocheting. Read up a little bit on photography. Read a book. There's so much stuff I can't do. I just got to go on and do it. Okay, you guys take care. Have a good week, a good day, and most of all, stay safe out there. Okay, take care.